Some people say that filing for divorce first gives you an edge. Others say it makes no difference at all. So what's the truth? In this video, I'll break down the pros and cons of being the first to file for divorce, including when it might make a strategic difference and when it won't. How does filing for divorce actually work? Let's start with the basics. Filing for divorce is what legally initiates the process. One spouse submits a petition to the court, which officially starts the divorce case. That person becomes the petitioner, and the other becomes the respondent. The petitioning spouse is responsible for ensuring that the respondent spouse receives the paperwork. However, the petitioning spouse does not have to do that him or herself. A lot of people ask, what are the advantages of filing for divorce first? First is strategic preparation. If you're the person filing first, you have time to plan, to gather the documents you need, and strategize as to how you see your case going forward. You also have first choice when it comes to hiring legal representation. This can be especially important in communities where there's not as many family attorneys. The next benefit is control over what jurisdiction the case is filed in when there is a choice. If you and your spouse live in different counties or different states, filing first may give you the ability to select what jurisdiction the case is filed in. The next benefit is you're able to set the tone of your case. The petitioning spouse gets to decide what issues they want brought to the forefront of their case, and this can shape the starting point of negotiations. The final benefit can be emotional and psychological. Filing first puts you in a proactive role and can make you feel more in control of the situation rather than feeling blindsided. That emotional control can be empowering, especially during such a difficult time. What are the disadvantages to filing first? The first is financial costs. The filing spouse is going to pay the initial court filing fees and is usually the first to incur attorney's costs. The second downside might be potential negative perception. In some cases, people may view the filing spouse as the person starting the fight, even if that is not accurate. The final downside is really the emotional toll. Being the one to take legal action can add pressure and guilt, especially if the decision to end the marriage is not mutual. So does filing first actually give you a legal advantage? In most cases, no. Courts are designed to treat both spouses fairly, no matter who files first. That said, filing first may give you some situational advantages, such as choosing jurisdiction in dual residency cases, setting initial terms in your favor, and having more time to prepare. But when it comes to the final outcome, custody, property division, support, the law, and the facts, not the filing order, is what matters most. How do you know if you should file first? It depends on your situation. Do you need time to prepare and strategize? Are you concerned your spouse might file first in a less favorable jurisdiction? Are you emotionally ready to take the first step? Sometimes waiting can be a better option, especially if you're trying to negotiate an amicable split. The best move is to talk to an attorney. They can assess your specific situation and guide you through the timing. Filing for divorce first will not guarantee you a better outcome, but it can give you a strategic edge in certain situations. The key is to understanding when to act and when to prepare.